cup of coffee over here. Hey everybody, welcome to Farmhouse Fabrics. We're live here, but maybe not everywhere, right? Uh-oh. We're waiting to go live on, maybe on Facebook. Let's see. Well, I can talk to those of you that are watching on Instagram. We had a really good response from our question about things that you like to see and things that bug you and things that don't bug you. And anyway, we got some good chuckles out of that. And so also, I got a good response about what you like to do at the beach. And so I think we're live on all platforms now. Are we live on all platforms? Okay. All right. So anyway, Instagram got the first hello and YouTube. And YouTube. Okay. So my name is Sally, and you are watching Farmhouse Fabrics. And I guess we have so many cool things to show you today. It's I feel a little bit like a Tuesday's Treasures. I'm like, oh boy, what do we do first? And I sat down and made a quick little list just so I don't leave anything out, because they're really pretty. New fabrics, beautiful garments from Gail Don and her new class. 2 new garments from Connie Palmer, and you can follow Connie on Connie Palmer Sewing. And then a new dress that Michelle made, and you can follow Michelle on Shell Cherie. And Michelle actually sews for people. She does custom sewing. So if you know somebody that needs a dress, something made, you can contact Michelle. So we'll have a lot of cute things to show you today. But the new fabrics are fun. And so are we good over there, girls?
Yeah, we're
okay,
good.
Great. I think I want to show you first the Jenni Leigh that Connie Palmer made. So Jenni Leigh you can tell it's a I'm gonna say renewed pattern, reprinted pattern from Children's Corner. Very, very cute. And how many years ago? Oh my goodness, I'm sure that Bridget Anderson's daughters are out of college now. It's been so long. But a wonderful, wonderful gal named Bridget Anderson, and she had 2 daughters that she sewed for. She made a dress for us using the Jenni Leigh pattern, and it was so adorable. So it kind of crosses over, has an angled closing. I'll show it to you. Anyway, we loved that pattern, and then the pattern was discontinued, but it's back. And so when it came back, we remember how much we loved Bridget Anderson's dress, and we asked Connie Palmer if she would make one like Bridget made. And when Bridget made it, Fabric Finders at that time had a tricolor in the blue and the yellow and white. They don't have that anymore, so Connie used I think this is Fabric Finders plaid. It's the Fabric Finders plaid in the blue and yellow. And then this is a gingham piping. But she used the same little buttons. These came from South Africa. The same little buttons that Bridget used on her dress so many years ago. Look at this cute little belt in the back. So I'm going to go to the overhead, which works with Facebook and YouTube, and we'll use our phone for Instagram so that we don't have an overhead camera, but I want to show you how cute this is. Let's see how we can line this up. Look at this. So here's a really sweet little pocket with a bias ruffle out of this plaid from Fabric Finders. The blue piqué is also Fabric Finders. Do you know what color blue this is? I can't remember exactly what.
Is that this? Oh, that's the cornflower. Cornflower blue.
And then the piping on here, and Connie Palmer loves the piping. The piping is a yellow gingham. And then look at these cute little ceramic buttons. See, they're handmade in South Africa. And we're going to make this kit with these buttons as long as we have the buttons. But we have another Another cute little duck button all lined up. When we run out of this button, we will continue to make this kit with this other little yellow duck button that we have.
We can make quite a few with that one.
Yeah, we can make quite a few with this one. But look how sweet this is. And I'm hoping to get a picture this week with either, I mean, I guess this is a June dress, right?
I think it is.
Yeah, with on June, my granddaughter. And
Terry says, "Hi, ladies. That's adorable."
Thank you. Thank you. Look at it. This so cute with a little button holding the belt together back here and then a back pleat. So this pattern, let's see if they tell us. Yeah, it was originally published in 1982 and then again in 2025. So it's one of those classic patterns, does not go out of style. You can use it forever, and some of you might still have, if you're my age, you might still have the one from 1982. So Jenni Leigh, you're gonna love it. It says level of difficulty is moderate. I just think you probably have to cut the each front pattern piece separately, and then but it has the pattern for the collar, I mean for the pocket, and then everything else.
Marianne asks, "Is that piqué?"
This is piqué. This is Fabric Finders Cornflower Blue piqué. I'm looking at this. This is a Fabric Finders. I don't know if that, you probably could almost put that with it.
That's pretty.
It's pretty, isn't it? This is a new Fabric Finders floral, and it's got some beautiful colors in it. And I almost think, I don't know, this maybe not be quite right. This is a new floral that we have.
Oh, no, that looks pretty.
That looks pretty too.
Yeah, that'd work.
Look at that. You could use these two fabrics together. I love this. Looks like pansies to me, kind of. So, thank you, Connie Palmer. Thank you, Bridget Anderson, for the original wonderful, beautiful idea. And then we all around the country can copy her idea once more. Man, I wish I could remember when she did it. I bet it was 20 years ago. What do you think, Christy? Long time.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Marianne says, "Lovely. I need to make one for my great granddaughter."
I know. It's cute. Now, let me see. So let me talk about the other dress Connie made, which is so cute, and we also have a kit. Just look at this kit, so adorable. So this is the dress. This is called "Come Sail Away," and Connie Palmer made this. The pattern for this is Ashley by Bonnie Blue. Ashley by Bonnie Blue. And so again, we have a Fabric Finders print with the sailboats. This is Garden Pin Dot. It's a multicolor with 2 shades of blue and a red polka dot. And with that, Connie put a band. Let's see how she did it. She just attached it on the top. I'm gonna put this girl.
And there's instructions for all that included with the kit and online.
All right. So Michelle said instructions for everything included with the kit, and also she put them online. So I'm going to go to the overhead and show you. Let's look at the details on Connie's dress. I've made this Ashley before for one of my granddaughters and made it in linen. It was very cute. But I love how Connie used the red and white seersucker stripe here, and then just attach 4 buttons. Right here it's all like a sailor dress almost. And then this is a simple little ruffle, single layer ruffle, and so what she did was serge one edge. Let's get it up here. So she serged an edge, turned it under, and top stitched the rickrack behind the edge. It's very, very easy. And then the gathered ruffle is sewn between the lining and the seersucker, and then she edge stitched by top stitching the ruffle down toward the bodice. Just brought it down here. Probably you can press it down because this is all cotton, so probably press pretty flat. and then just edge stitch that down so it comes down toward the bodice. And then the sleeves, the straps are made out of the sailboat material. A little red bow in the back. Then let's look at the band. So the band, oh, I bet you she cut that on the curve. Did she cut that on the curve?
She did.
All right, look at that. Because this is a curved skirt, Connie just sent these this week. So this band curves perfectly to follow the line of the hem. And then there's, that's a navy blue with a white pin dot, right? Navy blue? I always thought
piping?
it was, yeah, the piping.
It's garden pin dots. It's the ink.
Ink,
Color.
okay, ink. And then red rickrack behind it. And then just top stitch that on. I bet you there was a glue pen used in here somewhere, because you could easily glue that in place with a sew line glue pen and then come back and just top stitch it without it sliding all over the place.
She definitely used a glue pen. She has a picture of her.
Oh, she does? Okay, all right. And see, with Ashley, the front bodice is lined, and the back just has 3 rows of elastic inserted. It's cute. Cute. So fabric finders definitely our go-to summer fabrics, and they just sent us some beautiful fabrics, and I'll show you what they sent.
With more coming next week.
Yeah, yeah.
Different fabrics.
I just got a note. They have some other ones coming, and they're so cute. I'm trying to dress my little girl over here.
That's her faster.
She's giving me a hard time. Let's see here. There she is. That's cute, right? I love that. Love that. All right. So, I'll show you these first, and then we'll go to the Fabric Finders fabrics. So we got in some of the prettiest floral. I love this. I love the colorway. You can see it from a distance, and then I'll go to the overhead too. But the blues are soft. The yellow is just the right color, and this little corally color back here. I'm gonna look at our. You know, we have all these. It's our legacy line of micro checks that just came in. And here's one called Grenadine. And it's like the perfect coordinate for this fabric. It looks so good with this. Let me show you a close-up of this. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? It pulls out that little corally color. It's so beautiful. So I'm thinking we can find a lot of coordinates with, I'm sure, another one of our legacy. This is called Sunny Yellow. Sunny Yellow is perfect with it, with this floral. And I don't know, maybe the navy, although I tend to lean toward these two first. But definitely you could put like a navy piping to bring out the navy little colors in this floral. Isn't that pretty? So this is a poplin. Man, it feels good. It's really a beautiful piece. Brand new, just on this week. Really, really nice. 60 inches wide. A nice weight and super smooth finish. Really beautiful. Then I'll show you this guy. I'll hold it up here for Instagram. This is a new one also, and I said it looked like rib cages to me, but they're palm fronds, right? They're beautiful, and it has a like a shantung weave, so it's not smooth like this poplin, but it's really is textured and very, very pretty. It could be dressy. It's got weight to it. It's firm and does not have it doesn't have any stretch, but the colors are bright and pretty for summer. And so that could be any kind of thing. It could be a shorts, it could be a jacket, it could be a top, it could be a skirt, a dress. It could be pillows for your sun porch. You know, it's really, really pretty. But doesn't it look like bones? I can see a skeleton here. But I do like it. I could wear a skeleton. I could wear a skeleton. Let's look at this third one here. This one is so neat because this is 100% cotton. I'll show you up here in Instagram. 100% cotton with beautiful roses on it. And it's a twill. So this does not have any stretch. It's a cotton twill weave. Hold it up here so you can see it on Instagram, and down here you can see it in the overhead. And these roses are so pretty. I happen to love rose prints. There's an aqua in here, a light blue in here. I don't know if that light blue. Let's see. Maybe not. Let's see if this one is called Surfin' Blue. Surfin' Blue. Hey, you could kind of do that. Surfin' Blue microcheck is pretty with it. If you wanted to do a piping, that looks good. I would love to see any model garments that you make out of this. Any things that you make, send us pictures. We love to see your pictures. They're so, it's exciting, and we love to share them too. Okay. There we go. Got my little cheat sheet down here. All right. Now, I'm going to show one more before we get into Gail's. And that is, I'm going to show you a dress. So I'm going to show Michelle's dress. Michelle, do you want to talk about this?
I can.
Yeah.
So cute. So
What?
good. She looks so
I
cute.
know. She's dressed so cute today.
Yeah,
I wanted
hair
to
on
tell you about this dress that she made for Christy's granddaughter. I'll move out of the way so
Alright.
you can do it right there.
This
Drink my
is-
caffeine.
Get the clip off of it. Of course I can't do it because I'm on camera trying to do this. Hold on. Good grief. Okay. So this is the one I did, Jilly Atlanta, Evelyn, and she has this goes 2T to 14 years. It you can make a peplum, a vintage length, a knee length. You can do a circle skirt, a rectangular skirt, and you can do a seam bodice or a non-seam bodice. So lots of options there.
Well, tell them why they would do a seam bodice.
Well, you can see on here she did these on the bias, the stripes, and so she was cutting them on the bias so she could
Yeah, then
match
you have
them
that
up.
chevron look right in the front.
Right.
It's very cute that way.
So we did the non-seam bias with this pretty seersucker.
Love how pretty this skirt is. Look at it's a circle skirt that's also gathered, so it's real sweet and full down here. Really, really pretty. Did you add the pockets on your own?
No, she has pockets.
She has a. I love that.
So I
Showing the
did,
inside. They're
did.
so cute.
did add the little pockets. We lined this with yellow Fabric Finder's yellow striped seersucker.
And this is a Fabric Finder seersucker number 131, I think.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another color coordinate that I'm making the sister, but I haven't finished that yet. I couldn't get that done.
Is hers
Yeah.
in the blue?
Hers will be in the blue.
Oh,
And we're going to line it in the yellow also because it has the yellow flowers.
Will hers tie on the shoulders too, or not?
It will.
Oh.
It will tie on the shoulders.
So that's her little
She doesn't have
sister.
any other options
Oh, okay.
than that
Yeah.
for the sleeves. And then I did
You can go
just
to
the yellow button.
Let me,
I'm not used to
number
that.
2. There you go. Cute.
So, still see a blue mark there. I did. She was having me, what do you call that? Trying to think of the name. Understitch.
Understitch. Understitch.
So she said just to do it about that far so you can see my blue lines where I was.
Well, you can
forgot to take that off.
And
then
how
I'm
old is
practicing.
your granddaughter is how old?
12.
She's 12.
Mm-hmm. So this goes up to 14. It was like slightly a little bit over, so we did some adjustments, had them come in, and I washed the fabric because I didn't want it to shrink after I got all those adjustments.
And don't you think I mean, a lot of people have questioned whether or not it really is seersucker. It is seersucker. I mean, in the inside you can even see the seersucker lines. But when it's washed, it does.
It really brought it up more.
It does pucker up a little bit more.
I just checked it with our bolt on and I was like,
really?
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It is a little more, so you can tell.
And then I like it lined in the yellow striped seersucker. That's a cute compliment.
Right.
Jeanette says that dress is wonderful. I can see it has a lot of twirl.
It does have a lot of twirl. Yeah.
Yes. So we went
Cute.
with the circle skirt. Practice my buttonholes some more. Not sure if I'm gonna do buttonholes for the baby. Might do snaps, but I figured the older girl wouldn't want snaps.
So Michelle told me that she took out a buttonhole 3 times.
I did. It was driving me crazy.
That's hard to take a buttonhole out.
But it was driving me crazy, and I wanted it. The romper I did before, I was so proud of that. They all came out. I didn't have to redo any of those, and I was like, oh. I was getting in a hurry probably to get it done.
Well, I'm glad you brought it today. I'm glad because I think Riley's gonna wear it tonight somewhere, right? Or tomorrow. She's gonna wear it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Jilly Atlanta, we love Jilly Atlanta's patterns. I've used them many times.
I'll show you some more options.
Okay.
That she has.
She's a very good pattern designer.
Oh, you see the twirl in that one.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can.
And you can visit her Etsy store. She has an Etsy store that sells these patterns.
Yeah.
So that's all I got for this week.
Thank you. We'll snap to it.
I know it, right? I gotta get the other one done now. I do work though, y'all. So
Yeah, she does.
I work during the day.
That's right. Yeah, man. Let's talk about and I didn't but these are linked to what's this purple one. The last time that thanks. Mr. Mike was here from Mike Hambrick from Fabric Finders, and he brought a van load of fabric with him, and so we went kind of impromptu and came on and showed everybody, and y'all liked it. Well, he had some fabric that had it had a solid stripe, and then it had some prints, and they were wide stripes, maybe 10 inches, 8 or 10 inches, something like that, and they were beautiful florals, and I'm like, where are the florals? Because I thought the stripes were fun, and so they had the florals printed. So there was a pink colorway and a purple colorway. So there are more florals also, but these are the ones that coordinate with the these are 2 that coordinate with the pink and the purple. Look how cute these are. So these are brand new, and then I'll go to the overhead and show you. These feel so nice.
While you're going to the overhead, Rosanna asked a question about, one more time, what is the difference between seersucker and plissé, please?
Well, that's a good question, because sometimes the question is what's the difference between seersucker and plissé. I'm thinking that seersucker you really can't iron out all the bumps, and I think with a plissé sometimes you can actually press it where you can almost make it smooth, but seersucker, those things are woven in. That we wrote a tidbit about seersucker one time, and but they kind of have the same characteristics. Plissé is much it's just more bubbly, and seersucker tends to be more in rows. And even though it's printed, you like on the inside of this dress, I can see the lines.
I can see it from here.
Can you see it? Yeah. And so when Michelle brought that today, you really can't tell. The outside of this looks more like plissé, where it's just kind of bubbly. But when you see the back of it, you see those lines. And so with seersucker, there actually is a weave that puckers this up. The nice thing is, you usually don't have to iron it, and it keeps you cool, keeps it away from the body in the hot summertime. And I'm sure people in the South put seersucker on the map because you know how awful it gets here. And so that, well, any fabric that looks really pretty and it just keeps it away from your body, and then you're not just dripping in sweat, because down here in the South, it's rough. It can be really rough.
That reminds me of that meme we saw this morning about, in South Carolina, you don't have to worry about anybody hiding in your back seat.
Oh,
Yeah.
In the summertime.
yeah, we saw that.
They will die.
Yeah, in South Carolina, yeah, when you go to the parking lot and get in your car, you never have to really worry about checking the back seat for somebody, because they wouldn't be hiding in your back seat. You can barely stand to get in there yourself. Yeah, it's rough when you get in the car in the
You
afternoon.
have to roll down the windows and let the air out.
Yeah,
before you get in.
it's terrible, and it's not even in the hot part of the summer yet, man. So let me show you up close on these. Aren't they pretty? Look at these, so sweet.
Do you want me to grab the panel? You just...
Nah, but these will be linked, and then the panel fabric that goes with these is also linked online. And so that's new, and you could do anything. You could smock on these, any kind of summer thing. They just so smooth and nice. So let's look at some of the, I'll tell you what, this might be one of my favorite ones right here. I'll show you my favorite one first. So this is really pretty. Look at this gorgeous little print. I don't know what it is about it. It's just kind of clear. And I'm going to see if, I think this is my favorite. This grenadine, again, I believe that could be used as a coordinate with this print. I love this. And you have to go walk around and do this to check things. So it has shades of pinks, that grenadine color, greens, but I like the outline where it's like outlined, makes it look crisp and pretty. Look at that. Really very, very cute. And then this one, and these are all on what's new on our website. So this with a pretty yellow. I bet this yellow looks good too. It does. Oh wow. Look at here. Look at here, folks. That's beautiful with that yellow. This is Sunny Yellow, Legacy Microcheck. And then here we have, this is 2765. That, the last one was 2764. This guy is 2763. And it'll be on our website with those numbers too. Use the FF for Fabric Finders. 2765. This has a small print. It's got some pretty blue in there. Pink. Thinking that yellow isn't perfect, but I'll bet you we could find other prints. Even a green. And then let me show you this. This is 2766 Fabric Finders. I think this is sweet. It's a very soft, pretty aqua. Let's see. Oh yeah. It looks great with surf and blue. Don't you think that's really pretty? Surf and blue. I believe you might be able to get away with the powder blue as a lining, maybe. But surf and blue is awesome with it. Surf and blue. That's awesome. And
That's one
then,
of my favorite colors of this.
I know, this has got some good aquas and stuff. This is so cute. This is 2767. 2767. This tiny, tiny little floral. Let's see, it goes this way. Little tiny leaves. I mean, doll clothes, little baby clothes, smock dresses, everything. I think, I don't know, maybe pink. Maybe, well, I don't know.
Terry says such pretty fabrics.
Yeah, these are nice, you guys. These are really nice. Maybe aqua. Actually, aqua is a possibility. Look at that. Aqua. This little flower is aqua. Alright. Now we'll talk about the beach. This is 2727. This is a beach scene, nautical. And guess what? It's directional because those whales are upside down now. So here we go with anchors, life-saving things, flags. What are those called? Lifesavers. What are those things called? And I wonder if red or, I don't know. I'm kind of liking this grenadine with everything. And let's see if the red might be too dark. I think the red is too dark. But what about surfing blue? Hey, surfing blue.
Surfing blue for the win.
Surfing blue. Might have to reorder surfing blue, I think. That's beautiful. And maybe sunny yellow. Oh yeah, yeah. Look at here. Look at here. Sunny yellow, surfing blue. You could definitely do that. Very nice. What about this? Is it royal or navy? This is navy. I think a little dark. All right, let's move to Christmas. With this is also Fabric Finders. I mean, it's not too early to start thinking about Christmas. Look at these cardinals. All right, I'm gonna hold it so that both Instagram and Facebook can see it.
Jeanette likes the surfing blue too.
I do too, yeah. So here we have cardinals. We have Christmas with cardinals, the wreath, pine cones. And I like the tiny print. It's a little tiny. I hate to show my fingernails because somebody was saying they don't like to look at people pointing to things with really roughed up fingernails. I'm like, I'm going to hide mine and point with my knuckle. Oh my goodness. But this is a great little Christmas print. And so we're expecting maybe today some more Fabric Finders new prints. And I know they'll go right on. They'll be on the first next week. But also we have 2 new Riley Blake Christmas prints that I didn't, maybe 3. That I didn't bring out here because we have a lot to show. So now we'll talk about Gail Don's class. What?
Jeanette said your fingers are fine.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. It's
Look
like,
at the fabric, people, not the fingers.
right before last night is like, oh, I've got a crack down here on my fingernail. It had to come off it all the way down, and the same with this one. It was like, good night. Terrible. So Gail Don, we love Gail Don. Gail Don is a wonderful needlework teacher, lives in Utah, and she has been published and she has taught all over the world. And we're thankful to call her our friend, and we're very, very happy to promote her classes. When she has a new class, we're thrilled when she sends us a box of clothes, and so that's what we have today. We have a box of her clothes. So this is the patchwork jacket and patchwork smock to dress, and so she uses a jelly roll. And we're not quilters. And she's like, you want it even though you don't sell jelly rolls? And I'm like, yes, we want it because it's so fun to look at everything. And even this morning I was poring over her instruction book, and her pictures are so clear. Her instructions are very, very clear. If you follow these instructions, you will be able to sew these beautiful things. And I mean, they're really neat. And so she tells you a lot of techniques to make everything look like perfect. You can do it. It might not look quite as perfect as, as Gail's, but you can get there. So the pattern for this wonderful dress and jacket is size 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. Yeah,
Right.
10, 12. Yes. And we have a lot of the fabrics. We don't have the jelly roll, but we have a lot of the fabrics that she used. And so I know people have been ordering the jelly roll from, you wanted to say Piccadilly.
Oh, don't ask me.
Yeah, Duckadilly. Duckadilly. Anyway, she has it in here where you can order from. And also, Missouri Star Quilting has a lot of jelly rolls. And Gail says that you can use like one jelly roll from Liberty will definitely go like through a size 8. But the jelly rolls from like Riley Blake can take you, I think it can take you through a size 12. I read it a little while ago. So
Maybe a 10. I think you said
a 10, was it a 10? Yeah. I'm telling you what, these are amazing. So let me pull down. See, we've got Liberty of London Blues, Duckadilly.com. That's where she got it from, Duckadilly.com. The dress is cotton sheen sateen. It's an original smocking plate. The microcheck is Fabric Finder's microcheck royal. And so we carry the sateen. We've been shipping out sateen and PK for people because of this class. The class opened this week, and she has a special this week for, I want to say it's $40 or $50 off this week for signing up the first week. This one is Riley Blake Jelly Roll, and I'm going to pull them down and show them to you. Here's one with Speckler Vogel Champagne Piqué dress. And the jacket is Moda 30s Playtime Jelly Roll. Then we have Liberty of London Betsy Jelly Roll from Duckadilly.com. And the dress is cotton sheen sateen and an original smocking plate. Then, it's time to show them up close and personal because they are pretty. Okay, so let's see. This is probably my favorite one right here.
The one you said, Riley Blake, she emailed me just a little bit ago.
Yeah.
She said that one's actually from Moda and it's Colette. I didn't change that.
Oh, okay. So when I get to it, tell me which one it is. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's pretty. Oh, wow. Here we go. You know Betsy by Liberty of London. That is a beautiful print. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? It is gorgeous. So let's go to the overhead here and I'll show you. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. Look at this. Oh, man. So it has a little rollback cuff. I'll go down here. So the cuff is not attached, but it has a nice hem in the Liberty. So when you roll it back, you can see the Liberty here, and then it has beautiful bias, French bias, and she gives perfect instructions on how to make a French bias and how to, let's see, I can't even find her closure.
Perfection. course.
I can't even find where it's connected. It's invisible. Oh my goodness. Here it is right here. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get it really close. I mean, I went around it how many times before I could see it? Look at that.
You wouldn't have that problem with my garments.
But if you did it enough times, I mean, that seam is so tiny when it's, and so when it's a bias and you sew your seam on the bias, it just blends right in. That is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go the other way now. And so then the jacket is completely lined. And then has bias binding all the way around it. This is a great little jacket pattern too, you guys. And sizes 3 to 12. It's a wonderful little, you can use this for all kinds of fabrics. And then look how cute the tie closures. She has them attached right here on the bias with on the bias binding with a tiny 4-hole button. Might be a 2-hole on the other ones. You know, on this particular one, it's a tiny 4-hole button. So that means these bias pieces are just sewn down. It keeps them in this direction easily. Keeps them
Jeanette has a question.
centered. Yes, Jeanette.
Is this quilted or a fabric that looks like a quilt?
Well, these are strips of, it's not quilted actually, but I think there's batting in there. But these are strips of like 2.5-inch strips of Liberty of London or a jelly roll. I think they're made in 2.5-inch strips. And then those are sewn together, and she shows you how to sew them together and then to cut your strips. Then you sew your strips together, and so it does look quilted, but it's not quilted. I mean, maybe you would call it, I don't know. Do you call it quilted?
Or
What?
just patchwork.
Patchwork. It's patchwork. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful.
The colors are wonderful in here. So this is Liberty of London Betsy Jelly Roll, and she got the jelly roll from duckadilly.com. And then let's look at the dress. What? Oh.
Neon pink.
I like it.
Oh, I do too. So the dress is sheen sateen. I'm gonna hold it up first.
Andrea Birkin says, I bought this class, I'm using the instruction, and I'm making a Liberty Betsy jacket for myself.
Oh, what a great idea! Wow.
That is so pretty.
Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at the belt. I love this little, it's patchwork. These are tinier squares going around the sleeve and across the top. They're tinier than on the jacket. And then, but the back, they're the regular, I think they're, well, maybe they're a little bit smaller than the jacket. And she has covered buttons, and she shows you how she does her covered buttons so beautifully. So here we have covered buttons on the back. And another thing, because I was reading about this, because my piping never looks this great, because I take the easy way out. But she shows you how to end your piping by, see, there's nothing folded over here like I would do. I would fold it over and it would look kind of clunky, because I would think, oh, nobody's going to notice that. But guess what? I do notice how she does that. And so this is folded in, but the piping ends right here, and this is like the perfect little finish right here at the corner. Man, that looks nice. So look at how pretty that belt is. Isn't that nice? And so here she's got crocheted belt loops on either side of the center back. So her little belt can go right through here, and it doesn't droop down in the back. So I'm going to kind of hold it up here so you can see it for Instagram. So crocheted belt loops right on either side of of the center back. And it holds that belt right where it needs to be, right at the waistline. I love these colors. These colors are so pretty. So here we have some of the prettiest smocking that you'll ever see, ever in a million years, ever. Look at these cast-on flowers. Can you believe I know that term? I've never done it, but I can recognize these. Let's get close. So you
Isn't that Regina's favorite?
I don't know. She struggled with that one, right?
Yeah.
But look at these. I mean, these little buds in here. This is just so wonderful. And the colors, wow. She tells you how many strands of floss to use. When you finish with this, you'll be an expert. This is pretty. Man. Look at that. Okay, now, if I don't hurry up, I'll be here all day.
Ruth Ellen asked, what is the main dress fabric, and do you carry it?
It's sheen sateen, and we do carry it. Cotton, it's a cotton. Speckler Vogel cotton sheen sateen. Now this is Liberty, right? Yeah, this one's Liberty. Liberty of London Blues Jelly Roll. And this came from Duckadilly. So, again, the main fabric here is sheen sateen. And you've got your strip up here with piping and microcheck. And the sleeves have piping around the... That's how those work. Piping around the bottom. So this little band was sewn into the sleeve, and then the piping, and then the sleeve is lined. And then you have this gorgeous covered buttons in the back using one of the Liberties. And again, the two hand crocheted belt carriers back here. That is lined, right? You know what? Maybe it's not lined. Yeah, I think it's lined. It's lined. So let me pick it apart. Yeah, I can feel 2 layers. Can I? Yeah, it is. It is. That's lined. The bodice is lined, and the skirt is not lined, but it has enough weight that it's not see-through. So let me show you what that design looks like on the smocking, because this design is in her class. Look how pretty that is. Beautiful geometric, and then flowers going all the way across the center. Beautiful. So the jacket is Liberty of London Blues Jelly Roll. Look at that. Pretty. So you can see all the blues. There's a hint of color right here other than blues, but really, really sweet. This is a size 4 right here. And with the binding, and then a little 2-hole button goes right. It's just, it doesn't matter if it's 2-hole or 4-hole. It holds that tie level. When you tie it, it stays level. It's pretty. It's a cute little touch too. And then tiny microcheck French binding right here and all the way around the jacket. Look at that. Sweet, 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 sweet. All right, so let's see about this one. This one is a quilting cotton, and this dress is made from Speckler Vogel Champagne Piqué, Swiss Whale Piqué Champagne. It's very, very light. It's a beautiful color to go with Liberty. It's really pretty. So speckler vogel, champagne, Swiss whale piqué. So you can see the colorful belt in the back. Then right above, so actually this little band was sewn to the yoke, and then so that just extended the yoke, and then piping was sewn below it, and so this is like the whole yoke right here, and then the same thing with the sleeves. The band was sewn to the bottom of the sleeve, and so then the entire sleeve was lined down to the piping. I'm pretty sure, yep, that the whole bodice, actually this is a Gail touch. The bodice isn't lined just to here. It actually, this is so pretty, is a lining in the front that comes behind the entire smocking. And let me go here because, I mean, Gail doesn't just make it pretty on the outside. So here's a bodice lining. It's loose, but it comes to the bottom of the smocking back here, and then there's a Swiss edging that is attached to the bottom of this bodice lining. This is only in the front, a little Swiss edging, and you can see how cute is that. She's threaded floss to coordinate with the patchwork. She's threaded floss through that entredeaux. Can you see it, or do I need to get closer? Look at that. So this hangs loose, but it totally covers all the smocking, and finished with a piece of Swiss edging. I love the Swiss edging. I think the Swiss edging is like 100018 or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but is that what it is? Yeah, it's pretty, and we do carry it in white and ivory. And you can see down here, look at that tuck. How pretty is that? Then, yep, that hem is sewn up in that tuck, so you don't see any hand stitching down here. So there's the hem is sewn up in that tuck. Isn't that clean? That's clean and really pretty. So this fabric looks like, I moved that thing. This is one like the 30s, or it's old. What is that one? Do you remember what that's called?
What was that?
That looks like the 30s playtime fabric. So did you say that was not Moda?
No, that one's right. The last
okay.
one.
So this one was from Moda, and I'm not sure if they still have that or not, but it's cute. 30s playtime. So
we have a hint. When you don't live close to a fabric store with all the stuff needed to make it, kits would be nice.
So maybe we talk about why we don't have full kits.
yeah, we don't have the jelly roll, but Michelle has been going through, and we can tell you everything else that we carry. There's a lot in this whole outfit that we carry. We carry the dress fabric in the sateen and the piqué. We carry interfacing, baby interfacing. We carry the Swiss edging, and we can offer covered buttons. We don't have seams great because they're not making it anymore, but we do have a fabric that you can cut in strips to make seams great. We do have that. And
microchecks.
Yeah, we do have microcheck to cut your bias. And so we have a lot of the things, but we don't have the jelly roll. But you can go on Duckadilly.com. We've been saying Piccadilly and all kinds of stuff. And Duck Goose.
That's the name of our new kit.
Duck Goose, yeah. So you can go on there and you can get the jelly roll, and so that's the one thing that we don't have. We even checked with Liberty in England, and she didn't really know what we were talking about, did she? It's like, She said, I think different stores cut those for themselves. And it's like, okay, we'll check somewhere else. So anyway, now this is a cute combination too. But I saved it till last because we don't have any of the lime green microcheck.
But
Do
we
we?
have alternate colors that would match.
Oh, that would match this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's the sweet pink and the surfing blue.
Oh,
Surfing
good.
The surfing blue would be pretty.
Oh, surfing blue would be great
Oh yeah.
as a dress. Okay.
And that is, the jelly roll is from Moda and it's named Colette.
Okay.
Gail said it was from several years ago, but they do tend to repeat similar ones.
All right. So this has some beautiful colors. This is all cotton, like quilting cottons. And man, those colors are pretty. So she used, and Fabric Finders used to have microcheck and lime green, and right now they don't have that. But we do have other microchecks that would go great with this, and then the sky's the limit with what you would want to do. This is sweet. This is sweet. Okay, so this is lime green microcheck with a beautiful smocking that coordinates with the jacket. Look at how that coordinates so beautifully. I love that. And again, perfect piping around the neckline, around the armholes, around the belt, covered buttons, great little belt carriers back here. I wonder what size thread she uses to make those belt carriers, because I think it's bigger than a normal thread. It might be a floss, or it might be a pearl cotton or something like that. We'll have to, I didn't look at that, but they are a little bit heavier than a regular thread, because I will chain stitch and make belt carriers. But I like how sturdy these are. So yeah, we could definitely. Do we even have lavender? There might not be a lavender. Lavender would be another good one to have,
We
wouldn't
do
it?
have lavender.
Oh, we do?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. I wonder. Lavender is a possibility too.
Yep.
You could use a lavender. Lavender works great. This is called wisteria. And ours is called wisteria. That's pretty. And then what? Surfing blue. Surfing blue would be pretty with a combination with this. So anyway, GailDon.com. Definitely this class would be one to put in your library. The jacket pattern and the dress pattern are great basic patterns to use, and you would not have to do it exactly like this, but you could use it in corduroy, not pieced, wool.
You can pick your own colors, ladies.
Yeah, you can pick your own colors, absolutely. So anyway, that's what's happening right now. All right.
Terry said Gail's dresses are amazing.
I know they are.
Jeanette says I want to know what she uses for the loops too. I just did a loop and I hope it holds up.
Well, I know. I think that too when I'm doing loops. And when I do the loops, sometimes I'll make sure I knot it several times before I start, because I do like a finger crochet, and man, I've done them before where you do, you run your needle through and then it looks like a blanket stitch, but it takes forever to do that. But it's really quick to do a finger crochet, and so that's what we have today. Any questions? I try to behave myself today because yesterday I was a little bit off the chain here.
Vacation time.
Vacation
It's
time.
already on.
That's what somebody said. Sally's ready for a vacation. And so we're going to have 11 kids this week. Kristen and I are going to be the only adult women. And
What?
yeah, Kristen and I are the only adult women with 11 kids. We're going to have 17 people total. And so she and I sat down with our notebooks last Sunday after church, and we're like, okay, put a C by one, a S by one. Okay, I can bring this. She said, I can bring this. I can bring this. I can bring this. So we've been to Costco and Sam's and all kinds of places all week long, getting things ready. And tomorrow we pack the vehicles, and then because once you get down there, Edisto, we're going to Edisto Island in South Carolina, and it doesn't have a lot of big grocery stores nearby.
We like it like that.
Yeah, we do like it like that. So you just carry your stuff with you, and
your sheets.
Yeah.
And your towels.
Yes. I'm pretty cheap, and because we're not flying in, and it's not so far away that we like it's impossible. We're taking 2 vehicles at our house, just my husband and me, and he was like, "What? Why?" I said, "Do you know we're taking all the sheets and towels for 17 people, because I called to see about renting them, and it was $10 to rent a beach towel." I'm like,
20. It
was
20?
10 to rent a beach towel, but I'm like, I'm gonna need sheets and towels for my house anyway, so I'm buying all the towels, and I was able to buy everything for all those beds and all those people for less money than it would have cost me to rent, and so then we can use them again next year, and I don't have to worry if the kids lose a towel or something like that. I'm always worried if you're renting the things and somebody does something, because we have a lot of kids. So, but Kristen I always call her the fun aunt. She's the fun aunt. And so she and her girls have been gathering things and ideas for crafts. And so, I can get into that. And so I've been adding stuff too. And I found a piece of fabric. We've been going through things. A piece of fabric. I don't remember who we ordered. It could have been Riley Blake or Michael Miller. That was fabric that's just the outlines of things, and you would color on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have a lot of fabric felt markers and fabric paint. And I think the kids will have fun doing that. And I ordered some white cotton bucket hats, and they can paint their names on. And I just think it's going to be a good time. Yeah.
It's going to be fun. We have another question.
Yeah.
Terry says, have you ever done a class that focuses on fabrics and how they are best used in garments? Not a class.
Yeah, not a class. I don't know. I'd have to be more specific, because that's pretty.
A lot of fabrics.
Yeah. That's a good thought. I don't know if
Email
you have.
us with some ideas.
Yes,
of things.
specific things, and that would be
We have a book
helpful.
on fabric.
Oh yeah, who is it? Sandra Betsina. Is it?
Fabric Savvy.
Yeah, Fabric Savvy. Yeah. All right. Well, we have. I wonder who's going to win this wonderful wedding thing.
Show us what you make.
They're looking forward to that.
Natalie Horn was like something. She said something about. I don't know if I'd wear anything.
Glad she's already married.
Yeah, she's glad she's already married. Where is that thing? I think this is so funny. I know you want to make this. I know you want to make this. Anyway, there are some cute smock things in here, like a smocked garter, a smocked basket. I could see if you're into smocking, but look at this charming bride. Isn't she charming?
She's charming, but maybe not.
I'm sure she was charming back then, but whew. Yeah. Way back when, 1982. So we have magazines and fabrics and all of that, and we'll see. And you were great talking about watching people put their make. And you know what? I learned a new term. Is it terrible to say that term on here?
I've never heard it, so I don't know.
Okay, it's not spelled with a T at the end. It's spelled with a D at the end.
Dog.
What? As in dog.
Yeah.
And so somebody said something about, they call it farting, Farding, and I'm like, what is that? And some of the girls here knew that's when you're driving your car and you're doing stuff like putting your makeup on and that kind of thing, and that you shouldn't be doing. And they called that farting.
You can Google it. It's real.
Is it
Slang
real?
term.
I guess I can tell my kids don't be farting around
Yeah.
in the car.
I
They'll be
never
like,
heard
"Mom."
that, so I'm learning a
Well,
lot
only
of
on
things.
it, 'cause it's
What?
Makeup. Applying makeup.
Oh, applying makeup while you're driving. Okay. So our winner is, I think she's won before, Sandra Lunsford.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I don't particularly like to watch people eating or putting on makeup, although at the beach I like to read and watch people as they pass by. Sally, enjoy your time with your family at the beach. This is a nice giveaway. All right, Sandra.
She's watching because she just commented. Have a
Oh,
wonderful vacation, y'all.
thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody. And we'll be no Gab and Gush next weekend, or the following is the 4th, July the 4th. Yeah, so two Fridays in a row we won't be here for that, but you never know. We might pop on in the middle of the week and talk to you and show you new things that came.
So it's your makes.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So visit Michelle at Shell Cherie. Visit Connie Palmer at Connie Palmer Sewing. Visit Gail Don at gaildon.com. And visit us at Farmhouse Fabrics. Thank you. Bye-bye.